Hey, teenagers, young people, thank you for coming back again and again and again. You're amazing, and that's why you're here. Today, the principle that I'm going to share about is hold on and move on. What is hold on and move on? There are times in our lives we cannot move on. I hear so many teenagers sometimes send me messages, young people send me messages and said, Uncle, I want to move on, I'm ready to move on, and I'm not seeing things open up. What can I do? Hold on, hold on. Now, hold on leads to three principles, that in that place of hold on. One, in that hold on place, you need to be rested, not restless. If you're going to be rested, you will hold on in faith. Two, in that hold on place, you need to keep doing what you already know. Don't try to get frustrated and say, oh, I wish that I get that. I wish I get this. Why the one is not happening? Why this not happening? No, don't get into that place of frustration, So hold on, come to that place of restedness. And two, keep doing what you need to do. Just don't be lazy. Don't just kind of laze around and nothing to do. You must have heard this. An idle man's mind is devil's workshop, right? You need to be very careful. You need to occupy. The third very important principle in that hold on place is that keep encouraging others. Step in to encourage others. Maybe somebody else is also in that place of holding on. Encourage others. When you encourage others, when you step in, and if somebody has got an open door and they're moving on, don't sit there with grudge and just sitting there and say, oh, they got it. They said, I didn't get it. No. With your full heart, encourage them and say, hey, so happy for you. You got it. Oh my goodness. Explain that journey. I'm telling you, they will pour all that journey to you. It'll be great for you to listen. So in that hold on place, come to that place of restedness. Come to that place where you keep doing what you already are doing. Don't stop it, fill yourself. And three, step in to encourage others. Now, you're holding on, you're doing very well, but now it's time to move on. Sometimes this is one of the issue. When we are holding on to something and we have got used to holding on, now when there is time to move on, we are kind of comfortable and saying, I don't want to move on. Yeah, I don't want to do it. I think that's what happened during the pandemic. Many of them from inside the house, they attended the classes, they enjoyed just being inside the house and their own computers and all of that, and they really were having a good time. But when it is time for us to step out, and when there was time that the schools opened up, colleges opened up, many of the teenagers said, oh, I'm not going to go out, I'm not going to go out. Hold on is a very important principle, but when it's time to move on, you need to move on. Again, it's very interesting. Even in that place of move on, you need to step out in faith. In the hold on place, I said be restedness. In the place of faith, you need to step out in the place of faith. You need to move on in the place of faith. Two, unless you move on and give yourself that exposure, you're not going to learn. So you need to move on. And as you move on, learn to evaluate and learn to celebrate and continue to move on. So the hold on, move on principle is a very important principle. There are times we need to hold on, but there are times we need to move on. And don't be afraid to move on. That's a very key important principle. Don't be afraid to move on. You need to move on boldly, courageously. And you need to move on with absolute preciousness and security that has sunk into your heart, that you have seen yourself very precious, seeing yourself amazing and unique, and you need to move on from that place. Hold on and move on. Lovely talking to you. Hey, don't forget, and I want to remind you again of the IDTNG annual conference, Intentionally Discipling the Next Generation, on November 12th. Mark your dates, November 12th, 2022. Intentionally Discipling the Next Generation. What's our theme? Is wisdom discipleship.